There are tons of different caffeinated, coffee-based, and espresso-based cocktails these days, but there's really only one that truly elevates that coffee flavor and nothing else gets in the way, and that's the Espresso Martini. So in order to get started, the first thing you're gonna need is going to be vodka. Now I'm going with Tito's today. You could use pretty much any vodka that you want. Just make sure you're using vodka. A neutral spirit is something that works because it doesn't get in the way of the deep coffee flavor that we're going for. Now, the second ingredient is going to be our coffee liqueur. You've got options. You could use Kahlua or Tia Maria. I'm going with Mr. Black. This is out of Australia. It's got a deep, rich coffee flavor, and it's not as sweet as some of those other brands that are out there. The third ingredient is going to be some sort of sugar. I'm using a 2-to-1 simple syrup. This is going to balance off the bitterness from the coffee as well as give the drink a nicer mouthfeel. And the fourth ingredient is going to be your espresso. So this is just freshly pulled espresso. The hotter the better, because that's going to help to create a crema with the cocktail, and that's that head at the top that we really want in an espresso martini. And the last ingredient, you'll need a lemon. That's kind of optional, but I like to use a lemon peel when I shake up my espresso martinis. Now let's go ahead and get these ingredients out of the way, and we'll get started making the cocktail. Now this is a shaken cocktail, so the first thing you're gonna need is your shaker tin. So we'll just begin with that, and we'll start adding our ingredients. I like to start with my vodka, and this is a really easy cocktail because it's all equal parts, sort of. We're gonna do 1 ounce of vodka. Get that in there. The next ingredient is going to be our espresso liqueur or coffee liqueur. We're also gonna add 1 ounce. Real easy to remember. And then we'll add our espresso. I'm not exactly sure how much is in there, so we'll measure this out. 1 ounce of espresso. Again, the hotter the better. And then we'll add in some sugar. So we're gonna do 1/4 ounce of our 2-to-1 simple syrup. Some people like to use Demerara. I use that sometimes, but regular white sugar does work perfectly fine. Then, this is kind of optional, but it's something that I like to do, is we're just gonna peel a little swath of lemon, squeeze a little oil in there, drop it right in, and then we'll just add some ice. So, top it off. I've got some big cubes here. Let's fill it all the way to the top, and then we're just gonna give it a shake. We really wanna shake the crap out of this because one of the things that makes an espresso martini special is we get all this foam, this head at the top, and you're only gonna get that if you really aerate this well. So we're gonna shake it for about 15 seconds, very, very vigorously. All right, my ice is really, really cold. And if you've done it right, you can look in there and it's very, very foamy. So I know it's called an espresso martini, but I don't have any martini glasses. I broke my last martini glass, but I'm using one of my favorite coupes here. So we'll just strain the cocktail into the coupe, and it's good and foamy. And what'll happen is that all of that foam is going to move its way up to the top and settle in a nice crema. The proper garnish for an espresso martini is 3 coffee beans. I'm not sure what that means. I think one is health, the other one is happiness. I don't know. If you know the third one, leave a comment down below in the comments and let me know. I just place just like that. And that's it. Super easy espresso martini. Unfortunately, I cannot have caffeine, especially not the amount that's in this particular cocktail. But Erin's here and she'll taste it. So.
Thank you. It's really good. It has a pretty strong coffee flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because you use the Mr. Black?
Yeah, the Mr. Black, it's not as sweet as like Kahlua.
Yeah, but I like that. I like not sweet.
Yeah, I added the simple syrup in there though, so there is a little bit of sweetness. Do you think it could use a little more sweetness?
I mean, you could probably maybe add a touch more sweetness to it, but I wouldn't go much. It depends on the person. Some people don't like sweet at all.
Yeah. The original recipe used Kahlua and Tia Maria together, and then there was a second recipe, I can't remember if it was Dale DeGroff or whoever, I can't remember right now. They used cold brew instead of espresso.
Tia Maria and Kahlua together, it almost seems like it'd be too much. This is good. And it tastes balanced and smooth.
Yeah. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad you like it. So I guess that's it. That's the Espresso Martini. Again, there's lots of different cocktails that are caffeinated these days that use coffee and espresso and even cold brew, but this is the one that kind of started it all. So I hope you enjoyed it. Until the next time I make a drink video, this is goodbye. It's always awkward at the end. Cheers.